What's up YouTube, it's Milmer here with another Xcode tutorial, and as you probably guessed, we are doing another WebView tutorial. In this tutorial I'll be teaching you how to display two web views, so kind of have a segmented control, and it will switch between the two web views of whichever ones you set. You can even do 3, 4 or 5 web views, you can do as many as you want. I'm going to teach you how to do 2 because it's simple. This tutorial was suggested by Max Has ADHD. His channel can be found here, and he has a website, and that website is called Xcode Snippets. So a link to that will also be in the description. And this is it here on the app we've made, and as you can see, I don't know if you can read it on the recording, but this is the home page, but you've got forums and blogs and downloads. You can download code snippets and stuff like that. So on this website, basically, you can put your own code snippets on there, you can ask questions, and you can download code snippets from there if they're what you need. So it's a very good website. I recommend you go check it out. So, yep, this tutorial was suggested by Max Has ADHD. That's his website. It's xcodesnippets.com. Link will be in the description. So, without further ado, let's get going with our project. So I'm going to open up our old WebView project here that we've been using for all the other tutorials, but like all the other tutorials, you can use this code in your own tutorial, and you don't have to have all this code here, because if this is the first time you're coming to this tutorial, you'll probably be a bit baffled by what all this is. If you do want to know what all this is, link in the description to the playlist with all my WebView tutorials on there, so you can learn what all of these are. But I'm going to be making a segmented control that will change the website when you click it. So for that, we're going to need an action to see if the value of the segmented control has changed, and we're also going to need an outlet for the segmented control. So like usual, I'm going to open up my webviewcontroller.nib. I'm going to put in the segmented control. I'm going to do it all super fast, and I'll explain it in a bit later. Alright guys, I'm back, and as you can see, I've made an action called change website, which was dragged from the UI segment control, and I selected value changed, because you make sure you select value change when you make this one. Oops, I made a breakpoint there. And then also I've added an outlet for the actual segment control itself, which is IBOutlet UISegmentedControl segment. If you don't know how to make outlets and stuff, go check out my basic tutorials on Xcode. I have also a basic Xcode 4 tutorial to teach you how to do that control drag thing, which is what I just did to make those outlets. So I'm just going to search for our action here that I just made. There it is, it's here. So I'm going to type out the code, which is very, very easy actually. It's just an if statement, and I'll get back to you. Alright guys, I'm back, and as you can see, I've filled out this action here, and the segment or UI segmented control has a option for you to grab the actual selected segment. So that basically means the thing that's being clicked, and they're always integers. So the first one is always going to be 0, the second segment is always 1, and then 2, 3, 4, 5. So our first segment is Google, that's what we called it, so 0, and we're going to make the web view load the request Google. And if it's not 0, it's obviously going to be 1, so we say else load Bing. That's basically it. It's very simple, just an if statement with that. So I'm going to build and run, and I'll see you when it's done to show you it worked. Alright guys, I'm back, and as you can see, it's loaded the default website, which is the Xcode snippets. And if I select Google or Bing, you can see the UI activity indicator starts working, and now I've got Bing, and I select Google again, it starts loading, and now I've got Google. I can still search stuff, so if I want to go to, I know, my website, like that, I can still, I don't know why that happened, I can still go to my website here, and I can then use the tab to go back here to Bing or Google, I can select home and it will go back to home. I can go forwards, I can go backwards, I can refresh still, I can stop. So everything still works, but now we've got a little thing here where we can swap between two different views, which I think's quite good. So yep, thanks for Max Has ADHD for that. Again, both links will be in the description to his channel and website. Any suggestions for tutorials, don't forget to post them in the comments or send me a message. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter, link will be in the description. And don't forget to rate and subscribe. See you in my next tutorial.